Welcome to Treasure Coast Community Health, with 7 locations to serve you better. We have a dedicated staff. And now, here's your host, CEO Vicki Soule.
And welcome to Community Conversations. This is Vicki Soule from Treasure Coast Community Health, and I'm here today for a feel-good show. So if you want to hear about things that will make you and your neighbors and your friends feel good, stay tuned. I have with me as my guest today, Sydney from the United Way of Indian River County. Sydney and I were just laughing before the show. This is the beginning of her 4th year, so time travels quickly.
It sure does. Absolutely. It seems crazy.
Yeah, but Sydney knows a lot about the United Way and all the various functions that they do. And at this time of year, when we think about the United Way, we may hop ahead and start thinking about their workplace campaigns for fundraising, because certainly without funds, we can't help our community.
Right.
It does take money. But it also takes effort. It takes our involvement. And so we're going to talk today about the Day of Caring in its COVID format.
Absolutely.
So just like everyone else, your organization has had to pivot and say, you know, how do we carry on traditions with all the new things that we have to be concerned about, the social distancing, the spread of germs. So tell us how you all have brainstormed this out and what we can look forward to.
Yeah, so we are going to be doing Day of Caring just a little bit differently. Like you said, we can't congregate as much as we used to for Day of Caring. So we're actually doing Month with a Mission. And so it's going to be more than just the one day of volunteering. So you have the whole month of October. And
so those excuses about I'm busy that day are gone, right?
Exactly. It's not just one day. Yeah, you have all month long. And we call them acts of kindness. So it's going to be weekly initiatives that you can do by yourself safely, or with your family, or even with your coworkers. And so it doesn't require a whole lot of effort either. Just like Day of Caring, we try to keep it as simple as possible. Mm-hmm. And so it'll be, each week will coincide with us. So with our health, education, financial stability, and then with our final week being community pride, because, all about Indian River, and a lot of stuff has been going on for 2020. So we want to give back, to our community just like we normally do, just in a little bit of a different way.
Well, that's great, because we love getting together and seeing all of the United Way shirts.
Yes.
All together and all the rah-rah and go out and let's get this done in a few hours with our friends and colleagues. The reality is that it's a whole month that we can do something different.
Exactly.
And with a little creative thinking on our part, I think we can do many of the same projects. I was thinking about how Treasure Coast Community Health has benefited in the past from Day of Caring. Mm-hmm. And we have a lot of staff members, but the reality is that we only have 1 to 2 maintenance guys for all of our centers. So they're responsible for the health and welfare, as it were, of our bathrooms and our roofs and the outside landscaping and all those things for 9 different buildings.
Oh, wow.
So
they're busy.
And so to be perfectly honest, bathrooms take priorities over pretty looking outside.
Yes.
Always. So, that's where we've been blessed in the past. We've had groups come together. And honestly, a group of 5 to 10 is more than suitable to help with an outdoor project, whether it's putting out mulch, pulling the weeds, putting new plants in. And I know that we have also participated in a number of those outdoor events and some painting events, because, again, if you're there pushing that roller all by yourself, that room seems endless.
Absolutely.
But you get a couple of people together and you step back after an hour, hour and a half, and you go, wow, this looks great.
Right.
And you've been able to laugh and talk and exchange pleasantries, tease each other a little bit about the paint
Always
smears.
important.
Always important, heckle each other just a little bit. So those are the kinds of things that are so important to us, and you found a way to let those continue.
Yes.
But for those of us that are going, well, I don't know about working outside. It's still 112 degrees out in the shade. You've got some ideas for us as well.
Yeah, absolutely. So we have things, that are just as simple as donating some books to our Little Free Libraries. And there are plenty of Little Free Libraries all through Indian River County that aren't just ours as well. We have Visit the Born Learning Trail. And then you have, just giving someone a compliment, something like that, just to maybe brighten their day a little bit.
Tell me about the Born Learning Trails.
Yeah, so Born Learning Trails, we have a few here in Indian River County. We have one in Fellsmere, Gifford, South County Park, and then at Pocahontas Park.
So they literally are for little ones that are born to learn.
Yes, exactly. Okay. So they're just trails, and then they're normally done on day of caring, and so they're painted, with different games, ABCs, cute little, just to get their attention. But then the row has a whole signs that are in English and in Spanish.
Okay.
And it's for your caregiver to take you there, whoever that might be, and it's just like getting you outside, getting your body moving, answering fun, silly little questions, but also learning at the same time. So it's an interactive trail.
It'd be a great place to take your grandchild out with a box of chalk.
Absolutely.
Go to the Dollar Tree.
Yeah.
Try and get out without 5 other things.
Yeah, just the one thing.
Just the one thing, the chalk. Yeah, you might want to do that errand by yourself. But really, that is a great idea since we have them all over and we don't think about it.
Exactly. So it's just another way to get out there because, I know with social distancing and quarantining, it's been tough on a lot of people. Mm-hmm. And, thankfully, we're fortunate enough to live in Florida where it's still nice outside. Yes. Even though it's coming up on fall, you can still be outside. We're not getting snowed on or anything like that. So it's just another way to get you out there. And then we have other things that are just like pay it forward, like pay for the person's coffee behind you. And 1 week is boss appreciation. So it's like, bring in some donuts for the office. That's my personal favorite. Things like that. And again, like these are things that can be done by yourself, with your family, or with your office.
Because it really is about showing the caring.
Exactly. And then we even have, things on there like pick up litter from a park, from the beach, from your neighborhood, and, disposing of that properly. And again, it's just little things, but you get to pick and choose your act of kindness. Like it doesn't have to be, if you don't feel comfortable going to the beach to pick up trash, don't do that,
Right.
Give someone a compliment instead, or pay for the coffee, or we have give blood,
And that is a life-saving gift. I can't just pass right over that one. The reality is that as we've all stayed at home, a lot of the things that were part of our routine, we just don't even think about them. But the reality is there is no replacement for blood after an accident.
Absolutely.
And so those supplies are down and the blood banks are looking. One blood is out all the time. So again, if you're not sure about the actual event, use the internet or call you, right?
Absolutely. All of this will be on our social media at United Way IRC, on our website, unitedwayirc.org, and then /DOC. Or feel free to give me a call, 772-567-8900.
So I do have one question that's just kind of burning because, again, it's hard to give up old habits. And in the past, you always encourage people to submit projects so that if people were looking for something that was in one particular vein or another, they could call and say, I've got a group of 15 and we don't mind being inside or outside. Can they still do that? Are you still taking and basically being a matchmaker?
Right. No, you don't need to register for this at all. So this is going to be all on your own. We're taking away that part because we're hopefully going to be able to do Day of Caring maybe in the springtime. So that's still in the back of our mind for future to be able to maybe redo it again. But this is more for you personally and more of like an online campaign. And these all, if you're doing any of these, not even projects, but little acts of kindness, take a picture of yourself doing it. We want to see it, If you did get outside and planted some flowers, maybe just at your neighbor's house, take some pictures of it, or yourself,
What a great idea.
And tag us in it, send it to us, whatever you feel comfortable with. And we actually we'll be having a Chalk Your Walk competition, which is super fun, super adorable. Just, taking it back to the old school days of, that's all you had back then.
That's right.
And just being fun, uplifting, and then we're going to have people submit those, like the paint that they did, and we're going to turn them into T-shirts. And so then we'll also be selling a limited edition United Way T-shirt.
What a great idea.
Yeah, and so we'll have people vote.
But that's in the future. That's not part of this.
Yeah, it is.
It
this
is
will
part
be,
of this.
Yep,
Oh,
absolutely.
okay.
So it'll be, if you send us a chalk photo that you did by Monday, October 18th, and then we'll have people vote on it, online, still keeping our distance. And then voting ends Sunday, October 25th. And so then we'll get it made into a T-shirt, and then anyone in the community can purchase a custom-made T-shirt from someone.
Totally cool idea.
Yeah, it's really fun, and it's just, it's going to be a fun idea, and we just want it uplifting and fun and, whatever you're comfortable with, really.
Well, especially since we expect the temperatures to drop.
Yes.
And knock on wood, no hurricanes in October.
Yes.
That's totally forbidden.
Right. I like that.
Well, we're going to take a short break from our sponsors, and when we come back, we'll talk about more of these creative ideas that you have and a couple of other things that sort of tie into them as well. Perfect.
10, 9, 8.
Why did the countdown stop? Because it's the countdown to Buzz TV channel 1098, Comcast Xfinity, and it's here. Local content for Sebastian, Vero, and Fort Pierce. Tune in for local info, happenings, and fun, including all the great Planet Vero TV shows from 8 to 10 a.m. and p.m. Dial in channel 1098 for Buzz TV on your Comcast Xfinity box and discover what the Buzz is all about. You've invested in beautiful natural stone floors like travertine or polished marble, or maybe your home has Mexican tile or terrazzo. It's important to maintain the beauty with maintenance performed by experts like Ace Marble Restoration. Residential and commercial service, Ace Marble's highly trained staff has been bringing out the natural beauty in homes throughout the Treasure Coast for nearly 2 decades. Stone countertops and ceramic tile and grout restoration. Call Ace Marble at 772-589-3552 or visit acemarble.com.
Stop. Don't make a $1,500 or $10,000 mistake. Remember the name, Atlantic Hardscapes. Atlantic Hardscapes has the best prices for all your hardscape needs. From pottery founds, synthetic turf, pavers, rock, topsoil fill, boulders, flagstone, outdoor kitchens, and much more. Delivery and installation is available. Their beautiful outdoor showroom is next to Pineapple Joe's in Fort Pierce. Remember their website, AtlanticHardscapesSupply.com.
Hi, I'm Vicki Soule, CEO of Treasure Coast Community Health. Treasure Coast Community Health has been serving Indian River County for 25 years. How did we get here? It took a commitment to you to provide you with the most affordable, high-quality, integrated network of healthcare available anywhere. It took board-certified doctors and dentists and a dedicated staff to ensure that you receive the best possible care. It took more locations to meet the need, and now TCCH has 7 locations, with the latest one conveniently located down the street from Cleveland Clinic Indian River Hospital. Our services are available to everyone, whether insured or not, and at TCCH, no one gets turned away due to an inability to pay. We rely on donations from generous benefactors to continue our much-needed work. We accept Medicare, Medicaid, and almost all insurances. Call us at 772-257-8224 or visit us at tcchinc.org.
Waves Auto Spa, known as Vero's fastest and finest. A car wash known for their quality equipment and attention to detail by a friendly and courteous staff. Waves offers soft cloth technology, and a top-notch detail center will help preserve the value of your car. Waves now offers windshield chip repair, and in most cases, it doesn't cost you a dime. Spend less time and get a better quality experience for you and your car at Waves Auto Spa, US 1 Vero Beach, across from Kmart Plaza. Open 7 days a week.
And welcome back to Community Conversations. If you're just joining us, my name is Vicki Soule. I'm the CEO of Treasure Coast Community Health, where we provide primary care, medical, dental, behavioral health, pharmacy, lab, x-ray. We really work to provide one-stop shopping for all of your health needs so that you don't have to take many visits and take that time off work or round up 4 kids for 4 different appointments, or 8 or 12, depending on what your children need. So if you are looking for a way to get back to checking on your health or your children's health, your parents' health, give us a call at 257-8224. We take care of everyone, whether they have insurance, if they have insurance with high deductibles and are therefore underinsured, or have no insurance at all. We know that this time has been difficult for many, many people, and we are here to help. So give us a call and tell us what we can do for you. Please don't get frustrated at our telephone system. We are trying a new centralized call center. But again, COVID has affected all of us, and our plans for multiple people vary from day to day. So don't give up on us. We are here to help. And today, speaking of helping and having a feel-good month coming up, I have with me Sydney from the United Way. And we're talking about the Day of Caring becoming the Month of Caring. Month with a mission?
Month with a mission.
Perfect. So you have for your funded agencies 3 different pillars or concepts of how the United Way will help Indian River County become better.
Yes.
And so those are
health, education, and financial stability.
And you did them exactly opposite of what you said you were going to roll out. So let's talk first about education. Okay. Tell us a little bit about the kind of educational programs you support through United Way and how you're translating that into feel-good things for our community during October.
Yeah, absolutely. So, the goal for Indian River County with United Way is it's from cradle to all through your education, from daycare, through high school, all the different kind of programs that you might need help with for education, from teenagers to kids. And it's just, and for young adults. And it's just hopefully, it's for ensuring every child, has a strong start in life.
Absolutely, because without our children getting a strong start, they're constantly working to achieve and come up to par, and they get frustrated.
Right.
And so ultimately that could affect our dropout rate, which is not good for our financial health.
Yes.
So see how I just segued that right in?
You are going right in. Yeah.
So talking about the financial health and how United Way supports that and what kinds of activities. Because when I think about financial health and doing something with my 10-year-old, it usually involves his saying, I need to talk to you about my allowance.
Yeah, so this is, financial stability is going to be helping to fewer financial stresses that lead in your life. And so you're going to help improve work performance. And then that involves better education outcomes as well. So we invest in programs that help adults improve their education level, create more financially secure future for themselves and their families. And so, like I said, these are kind of coinciding. So financial stability. So it's like, you could still donate to your favorite charity because obviously, that goes a long way. But we also want you to donate your time or your expertise if you can.
Something like the food bank, for example.
Exactly.
Okay.
Yeah. And then even, we had for education, thank a teacher. That's very important. Our teachers are under a lot of stress right now.
We all understand it better now, don't we?
Exactly. So, thank a teacher with a card, maybe a gift card, whatever you're feeling, whatever you're able to do on top of it.
Okay. Volunteer to make some phone calls to remind parents of certain things.
Exactly.
It doesn't all have to be in person, because I hear that a lot about volunteering. I'd love to, but I really don't want to expose myself.
Yeah, absolutely. Especially now with our day and age and technology, with Zoom, all kinds of things. You have the opportunity to volunteer and give back, just via like that.
That's so true.
Yeah. So, the technology is there. And if, that agency or nonprofit, whoever it might be, needs some help, I'm sure we'll find a way that you can help us. We're really good at that.
And I've got a couple of ideas right here, but I'm not going to interrupt you.
Yeah. And then so for health, we have... it's really important, we have, even cook a loved one a home cooked meal, things like that, that really changes a person's mood. Because, I I don't have any family that lives in Indian River County, but so if I home cook something, I'm giving it to like my neighbors and stuff like that. And, like I have
hard
a neighbor
to cook for just one, isn't it?
Exactly.
Yeah.
And so I'm always over making. So I always give it to like my neighbors, and she's like, I haven't had a home cooked meal in so long. You know, she's always so excited about it. She's busy, all of the things. You know, and then we also have for health, you know, we're having our first virtual 5K, United Way 5K.
Wow.
Yeah. So we'll have, you know, custom printable bibs, the whole thing. And so
don't have to run.
No, you can run, you know, walk, ride your bike, whatever, you know, you feel comfortable.
Can dogs do that too?
Oh, come on. Of course.
Okay.
Dogs are always allowed for anything here.
Okay.
Yeah, like that's another thing we have. You know, have a dance party. Have a dance party with your pet, with your kids. You know, whatever you're feeling. You know, get your body moving. Get excited. All of these are again to just be uplifting and fun. You know, get your mind. You know, going a little bit differently. You know, because like we said, like 2020's been a little bit crazy. And so this is all about just like lifting up your spirits and being able to still give back to your community in small, simple ways. But that's going to make you feel better, you know, and it might make the person you're complimenting feel better, you know, whoever you're buying your donuts for or making homemade cookies. You know, my biggest thing is that I will be organizing my closet and like donating clothes, things like that, you know. And like we said, like with the food bank, yeah, you know, always accepting, you know, canned food. You know, cleaning out, whatever, you know, there are all kinds of different initiatives that you can do, like I said, in big and small.
Yeah, I really like the one about cleaning the house in that, you know, sometimes well-meaning relatives will bring you something like, here's that giant half-gallon size of pinto beans.
Right.
I remember you saying that you didn't have any. It was for a reason, but thank you, Aunt Maud. So, you know, pass on those things that are cluttering your home that other people could use, whether it's clothes or canned goods or other things, because you set the time limit for that. If your tolerance is 15 minutes, then that's all you have to do.
Absolutely.
But just get it over to the people then that can use it.
For sure.
So actually, I think this is much better than, you know, our day of caring, which kind of gets compressed sometimes.
Yeah.
You know, more people show up than you would think the project would take. And instead of full day, it got to a half day to maybe an hour and a half. And then we go over and have breakfast for the next 2 hours, which, you know, again, that's probably not our healthiest choice. So I give kudos to you guys for what you're doing.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Yeah, you know, and like I said, like this is, it's supposed to be really easy and also pretty interactive at the same time. You know, since we can't congregate together, we say it's as easy as 1, 2, 3. So 1, you're going to pick your act of kindness, and then you're going to carry out that act. And then 3, like I said, we want to see it. We want to see a picture of like you know, planting flowers or organizing your closet, you know, with your bags, you're ready to rock and roll, you know, and then you can send it to us or you can tag us on social media, all of those things. But we want to see you doing all your kind acts. And
well, Sydney, I've got 2 great ones. I just want to interject here, okay?
Yes.
Again, the Making Strides for Breast Cancer Walk. We love to get out and support the American Cancer Society. They too have had to say, it's going to have to be more individualized. But without those fundraising efforts, the research dollars just aren't going to be there.
Exactly.
And, you know, they have funded well, maybe not hundreds, but 35, 40, I'll have to get Teresa Woodson in here. But, you know, the reality is funding the researchers has made huge strides in our ability to offer health. And the Great Duck Derby that Treasure Coast Community Health always has annually, this would be our 8th year, I believe. That too is going to have to go virtual, but we still need to use it as a fundraiser. We are seeing a lot of people without insurance. And so if you can buy a $5 duck online at thegreatduckderby.com, the Great Duck Derby, all spelled out, .com, just $5, or if you are feeling like you can afford a little bit more, we offer flocks of ducks, and we will be having an online duck derby with our lifeguards at Leisure Square, thanks to our county affiliations of Goodwill. And so I just want to remind people that there's lots of ways to make October a very, very special month for you and others. So thank you, Sydney, for bringing that to us. And thank you all for being with us today. We hope that you spread the word on this. We're all challenged with new ideas and a little bit of regret that things have changed so dramatically. But let's all make the best of it, the best of our world, and do something fun in October. Thank you, and we'll talk to you again next week.